Hello, everybody! My name's Ardendrous, and welcome back to Naruto ShinobiCraft. I'm just here getting beaten up by a Kabuto for a moment. Because, I found this just as I was on here doing some work, and then all of a sudden Kabuto pops up, and you know what? That's a pretty important opponent. I think this is a special one, either that or that's the Nagato. Get over here. Anyways, last time, we... Oh, I don't have lightning mode on, so I'm not gonna, do the teleport slash. Last time, we summoned the Ten Tails. So that was really cool. It's a very cool opponent, although we didn't give it its proper fight just yet. We're going to have to remove the Ten Tails from ourselves in order to do that at some point, because I wanted to test how the sealing jutsu for it works, and it works, and you don't need to hurt the Ten Tails at all in order to seal it away, which feels very powerful, but fine, whatever, I guess. But anyways, we became the Sage of the Six Paths, and we instantly were able to use our experience scrolls in order to gain the first ability, but the rest of them are still a little ways off. So, we have access to the Sage of the Six Paths powers. Our Rinnegan has evolved into the Rinne Sharingan and looks like this, and no, their Tenshinhan does much the same, but we can now use the Truth-Seeking Shoot Orb. But I am not going to use that against our friend Kabuto here, because it will delete the rewards. If I can defeat the Kabuto and separate, and get the reward and then separate the rest of them, then I'll be able to showcase it a bit better. Anyways, between episodes, I've been grinding up the skills, so I can do the shield thing now, and I'm partway towards the, one afterwards. Give me the DNA, give me the DNA. Did I get the DNA? Skeletal! It's another duplicate. I think that's definitely 3 duplicates at this point. Anyways, yeah, last time, we just had access to shoot, which works like, works like this. Oh, I missed. Never mind, it did not matter that I missed, because this thing is just, I need to hit a tailed beast with this. It will one-shot Naruto, like, 100% without question, it's a one-shot against Naruto. So far, I don't think I found an opponent that it doesn't one-shot. The only one, maybe a Ten Tails, maybe one of the other tailed beasts, but I'm not expecting much else to survive. So, that was last time. Also after that, I now have the Truth-Seeking Ball, Shield trained up, and Lightning Dispatch, Stage Art Yin Release Lightning Dispatch is mostly trained up. But how does shield work? Something's throwing kunais at me. Okay, so basically, I just expand one of the Truth-Seeking Orbs and it becomes a shield around us. Cool, and I'm assuming that would block an attack pretty well. How do I deactivate this? How... I think I have like 3 stacked on top of each other now. How does this work? Do I need to get hit by some sort of big attack? Hey Naruto, come over here. I need you to try and take me out of this thing. Actually, to note, Naruto is actually a pretty effective training partner for working on these skills. Like, the way that the orbs work is that they'll automatically attack someone. Oh, I can't. How do I deactivate this? Let me out of the juice. Let me out of here, game. I thought I put down this sapling so it wasn't there anymore, but I guess not. Let me out of here. I appear to be stuck. The Truth-Seeking Ball will not dissipate. I cannot attack Naruto. They're just there. Have I just set up all of them as defenses? Why will it not deactivate? This appears to be a slight problem. Hold on, what if I just... Oh, I can't shoot any orbs because they're all being used for the defense right now. How do I turn this off? There needs to be a way to turn this off, because, I appear to be stuck. 1 second. Okay, that feels weird. The only way I could deactivate them was by doing that and completely removing my 6-pass Senjutsu for a moment. That doesn't feel intended. That's weird. Oh, well, so I guess we were just stuck in defense mode unless we change away from attack mode. So that makes that pretty hard to use if it's in the offhand. But, yeah, that's cool enough, I guess. But, Naruto, as I was saying before I got stuck there, a very effective training partner. So the way that this jutsu works is, like most things, you train it by punching things or getting hits. So that works fairly well. Naruto summons a clone army and sends out Rasengans and Rasen Shurikens. An extra thing I noticed while training this is that, one, all these things that try to attack us, they get hit, and most of those count as hits. And then two, if Naruto will throw a Rasen Shuriken real quick, it will completely destroy incoming attacks. Like, arrows, kunais, and, like, jutsus, like the Greater Fireball from Itachi, and the Rasen Shuriken in this case. It will just delete them when they are coming at us, so that's pretty helpful. And all of those little that the 222s, all of them count towards hits, so that makes Naruto a pretty good training partner. The other ones that worked fairly well are Deidara, because all of his little flying C1s or whatever. I think it's C1. I think C1's just like the little Vex explosive thing. All of those will also get hit and they'll count for training. And then like his giant summoning thing and whatever else Deidara does. And then Otsutsuki just has so much health that it can just sort of take the hits for a little bit. So, yeah, they're the only training partners for this jutsu are for the 6 paths powers are going to be bosses. Nothing else can handle it. Okay. That Rasen Shuriken made landfall before it got destroyed, so that's not going to help us out much. But also, it didn't do anything to us because our regenerative abilities are just too strong. Like, I think we're legitimately unkillable at this point. We would need all the tailed beasts to team up on us at once and all hit us with consecutive beast bombs to do anything, I think. We are not going down. Anyways, did that actually activate? The sound for it activated, but I don't think the thing itself went off. Anyways, I'm just going to use this Naruto for some training real quick. If I can get this to 750, I can just use 3 of our experience things, because I'm at 28. So that's enough to get one other jutsu fully up, get this one the extra little bits it needs, and then the other one a couple of points. So can't quite do everything just yet, but we're getting there, So I might as well just use our Naruto friend here for a little bit longer. Oh, I don't remember you doing that before. Did I just not get into a position where you tried to use that? And I must not have. Anyways, Naruto, even in Jinchuriki form, is not getting close enough to do anything to us. We're just standing still and letting the Truth-Seeking Orbs do all the work for us. So I feel a little bit bad about this. We are essentially unkillable at this point. And the thing is, this isn't the strongest pair of eyes in this mod. There is one pair of eyes that is even stronger, but you can only get access to it via creative mode. So we're essentially as strong as we could get legitimately. But we could get even stronger still, which is kind of silly. Anyways, it's probably going to take me a couple of minutes to finish training this jutsu up. I'll just see you then, and then we'll go up to something else. We're probably going to take our 3 DNA and try to fuse them together to get something else again. Because, that's kind of the way it is at this point. I did also find 1 extra white Zetsu between episodes, but it didn't give us the flesh again. Or even a kunai. I don't know what's happening, but the last, like, 10 white Zetsus haven't actually given anything. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, I got distracted by a second Naruto on the way back to the village. And now I am distracted by an Itachi on the way back to village. Which, speaking of which, I actually found another real Itachi, so I have an extra pair of eyes, and I stole a Susanoo. Just to say I did it. But, Itachi is actually a bad opponent for us if we try to take him on just like this. Because as we don't have our lock on that we would have if we had our EMS on, and the crows get in the way of the auto attacks from the Truth-Seeking Orbs. So it will occasionally stop one of his kunais that's coming at us, or his Great Fireball Jutsu. But actually trying to land a hit in return becomes a little bit difficult, and he actually breaks through our defenses a little bit. Or, he can land a hit. That is not exactly the same thing as breaking through defenses now, is it? Because he still can't hurt us. Also, Naruto is just significantly better for training purposes. Because the orbs will only get training points if they hit Itachi, which doesn't really happen that often. Also, I think we're just immune to Amaterasu at this point. It doesn't stay on us for very long. So, yeah. Itachi, it isn't our best opponent, but that's not saying much when we're just that powerful and we can win any fight in an instance. This isn't even a real one, so if we weren't so close to the village, I would have no problem launching the Truth-Seeking Orb. But anyways, Rasen's Shuriken is up to 135. I got one of them just needs 2, the other one needs 18. Naruto dropped 2, so that's pretty fine. If I can get down to 150, we might have just enough experience scrolls where I can just do them all at the same time. And if not, one of them's going to need to train like 50 or 100 points. That's not too bad. So let's just hopefully get that to 150 before Itachi dies. Or I'll just kill off Itachi immediately. 5 training points, I can just find like 5 satyrs or whatnot. 1, 2, 3. 147. Probably 148, 149. And 150. Yep, there we go. So I think I have enough training points for everything. I have a whole bunch of junk in my inventory. Just before I went to fight that Kabuto we started off with, I had literally moments before cleared out my inventory before I found that thing. And now it's just a complete and total mess again, just because of how quickly we can clear out an entire plane's worth of enemies. So, oh yeah, I have to be incredibly careful using experience scrolls, don't I? Because that might accidentally launch a thing. 1, 2. Oh, it's Otsutsuki's attack. Okay, that's cool. And what about this light fang? Hold on, experience scrolls. We have 28. Ah, we're going to be short. Not by much, but we are going to be short. Because this one's going to take 18. So 1, 2, and then this whole stack over here. Just to double check. 1, 2, 800, 900, 1,000. Oh, Storm Release Lightning Fang. Oh, it's like the laser beam, but it doesn't actually hurt terrain. That's pretty good. And then Truth-Seeking Rasen Shuriken, we're going to be 300 points short of. 350. So not as many experience points as I was hoping for, but still not that bad. We'll be able to get those pretty quickly. Let's do the DNA thing first, and then I'll deal with the inventory stuff before going to train up that last 50 points. And hopefully hopefully this will just be a new one too. Skeletal Byakugan. Dust Skeletal. Might as well just do all 3 skeletals, because why not? 1, 2, 3 equals DNA. Lava, it's another duplicate. 1, 2, 3 equals Sharingan. It's another duplicate. There's still 6 we haven't gotten DNA for, by the way. We can double check this real quick, but I want to say it's 6. Storm, Scorch, Explosion, Magnet, Boil. Oh, I guess it's only 5. And because wood release works differently. But still, there are 5 DNAs we haven't gotten, and I want to say 6 we have. It's still a 50-50 shot to get a new one. We just can't for some reason. Whatever. Anyways, I'm going to deal with inventory stuff. Then we're going to go, I guess, test out Lightning Dispatch and Storm Release against actual opponents. And then I'll train up the last 350 points for Truth-Seeking Orb. Hopefully I can just find some good opponents with, what am I thinking? Yeah, hopefully I can just find some nice opponents that also drop experience scrolls, like Naruto does, and could get us to the last 350 points pretty simply. Do I have anyone else captured in here that will actually drop experience scrolls? I don't think so. Yeah, no, it's just a lot of it's a lot of Itachis, a lot of Kisamis, and a couple of Otsutsukis. I did take out most of them for training purposes before. I could pull out that Naruto though, and maybe I should. Yeah. We're to the point where it's like, who do we want to fight? How do we want to fight them? What skills are we testing against them? And that's kind of the point we're into, where once we see all of these powers, it might be entering creative mode spawn stuff in territory, because we do need to rematch the 10 tails at some point. But anyways, let me deal with inventory stuff before making that decision about what... yeah, words are hard. Let me clear stuff out. Okay, so it hit nighttime, which naturally means time to run around hoping to find a white Zetsu, or another Kabuto, because those are very important things to find. Neither one of them showed up, but I did find an Obito, so that's pretty cool. I don't have any of you captured, so getting to fight you whenever I can is pretty cool. Although, you're very weird. Like, you will eventually just end up in this mountain if I'm not careful. Anyways, Obito, not really a challenge. Does he try? What is that? Sounds like Kamui. Does he try to Kamui us into the other dimension but fail? Like, can he do that? I haven't seen him succeed in it. But I suppose I've only fought him a handful of times. His AI is just like definitely a little bit weird. Anyways, I have a couple more training points on that. It's rude. I say a couple more. It's almost a full 100 actually. Anyways, let's try out Lightning Dispatch, shall we? How good is this? Oh yeah, just like when Otsutsuki does it, it's a lot of very rapid, very weak hits, but it does... Oh, we even got it to say the thing that time. That's cool. Yeah, maybe Obito's just a bad opponent to use that against. Maybe that might be one to try out against someone better. Probably someone without a Sharingan would be best. Because, like, their whole thing is dodging small hits. You want to be able to reliably hit a big one, not miss a bunch of small ones. Let's try out the Light Fang, shall we? The other option. Oh, that works. Oh, we didn't even get his eyes. Anyways, I saw a rogue puppet master over here. But Obito. I really want to fight more Obitos, because I feel like there's a chance he drops the Gunbai, which... It's one of the last few swords that I think we might have a legitimate way of getting it. Because most of the other 7 swordsman swords you can't get. Minus the 2 we already have in Kubibere Bocho and Samehara. Almost forgot the names for a moment. But let's go back to training that. Lightning Storm Fang, actually. Very effective. Like a... Oh, hello there. Kisame is another one that's sort of a good opponent for us. Like, anything that summons clones, we can handle fairly well for decent training points. But whenever he enters his Super Sarky mode, we lose ground against him pretty quickly. Goodbye. Did I crash the game by trying that? Ah, no. If I was on ground level, that would have been so good, but I wasn't. Almighty Push. I can just break out of his thing with Almighty Push whenever I want, though. That is pretty helpful. Oh, the orb actually dealt with it that time. Did I just miss all of that? How did I miss everything there? Ah, I saw that experience scroll on the ground, but I couldn't get to it in time. Anyways, yeah. We can beat Kisame with this. We know we can beat it with other things, and we're not going to find an opponent that's... We're not going to find an opponent that's going to beat us. We're just going to find opponents that we beat easier than others. But as soon as I actually give in and actually try instead of just letting the orbs do their thing, we're taking him down. Yeah, Shark Mode. Yeah, the orbs end up not doing enough damage to actually break through. We need to actually hit some sword hits, which isn't also a little bit difficult in the water. But we win here. Yeah, there aren't going to be any opponents we lose to, really. Your regen, though, is really strong. Easy solution. Yeah, we can win any fight we want, whenever we want to. But 2 notes. We got the name tag because we were right on top of it, but Samehara ends up blowing up because it dropped like a block away and we didn't pick it up in time. So, very important to note that that will 100% delete rewards, so we can't really use it against any importance we really want. Also, I have a Hedon to spawn in. I was going to spawn it in. Hiden activated his insta-kill move. Or not insta-kill, but if you get hit by it, it will very quickly kill you. Or it's supposed to. Except, yeah, as you can see there, our health bar isn't moving. This also, I don't think, counts for training for training points, sadly. But, punching him in the face when he is, every 2 hits gets a training point, and we can only do 5 when he's like this. So, it works fairly well. We're just going to keep beating you up, and he's gonna get rid of himself before we get rid of him, basically. But thanks for the training points anyways. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Even an opponent like Hiden, that if you're not prepared for it, will insta-kill you, we can just take on no problem. Like, absolutely no troubles at all. So, yeah. Yeah, this is pretty powerful. We are in no danger at all. Anyways, ooh, give me... Ah, no experience scrolls. The other one did drop them, but got deleted. Anyways, I have how many training points to go? 240. Not too bad, but I'm probably going to end up having to pull out that Naruto we have away. Naruto, there you are. So, hello, friend. Full health. Let's... kind of want to try out Lightning Dispatch against you. Because, it didn't do much against Kisame or the other opponent we fought. Let's launch it at 6, shall we? I don't know, it's a cool looking jutsu, but it feels like Otsutsuki's version is just so much stronger. Either that or all the opponents we can face are just stronger than... I don't know. Maybe they just have more defenses than we had before. I don't know. So, Lightning Dispatch looks very cool, but it maybe isn't the strongest jutsu. Or at least not against the high-end opponents. Anyways... Naruto, you're basically just a training dummy at this point. I'm going to let the, Yeah. I'm gonna let the truth-seeking orbs do their thing, and I'll see you when this is mastered. Naruto should be able to get us the rest of the way there, no problem. Okay, so it took a few minutes, but Naruto doesn't land a hit unless I let him land a hit. Like, if I stay right here and just hover above him, the truth-seeking orbs will just do their thing. I don't even have to get close. Occasionally, that fist thing will push us back like a couple of blocks, but he's not hitting anything major unless I literally land on top of him. Like, there's no problem there. Anyways, the truth-seeking Rasen Shuriken is now trained, meaning... Yeah, yeah, that's a thing. That's even bigger than the massive Rasen Shuriken from Sage Mode. And this one, I can just launch. I don't need to charge this one up first. It just goes. Obito. Wait, are you trying to... That sounds like the same sound that plays when it's sealing a tailed beast. So Obito might legitimately be trying to steal our 10 tails. Oh, he survived. He managed to get away in time. He did not survive. He did not manage to get away in time. Although his rewards might still be there. I have to take... Why do I have slowness? EMS. What's going on? Why do I have eternal mining fatigue and slowness? Even intangibility isn't removing them. What in the world? Why do I have those? I shouldn't have those. Is it doing the thing again where it's just not clearing them, but I'm not supposed to have them? Like, why are those there? It's, I've got no clue. I might have to... What if I drink milk? Is it going to do the... I don't have any milk on me. What if I affect clear? Are those not actually going to clear like the rest of them? I shouldn't have eternal mindness. That's not supposed to happen. I'm almost sure of that. Feels like something broke here. Anyways, there might be rewards in that wall, but I don't know. I can't get through to find them. Anyways, truth-seeking Rasen Shuriken. Oops. I'm on the wrong jutsu. Yeah. No charge time, just launch. And just like the other Rasen Shurikens, you can control it. And it does massive damage to an area. Yeah. Why do I have those? What if I give... what if I give... slowness 1 for 1 second. And, mining fatigue 1 for 1 second. Did that clear him? Yes it did. Cool. So, the EMS and the Tenshinhan were both doing the weird thing where they would give eternal blindness and you couldn't clear it with unless you did that. So I'm assuming it was just doing the same thing. What am I doing? EMS. He died in the wall, which means it would have dropped to... or the experience stayed in here. There's no little cubby. This means it probably went to the surface or did get deleted. It wasn't 5 minutes, I know that. So it looks like it probably got deleted by the Rasen Shuriken then, even though he died in the wall. Oh well. But, yeah, Rinnegan abilities, or Rinne Sharingan abilities have now been fully mastered. And oh boy! Who was that? I thought I just saw an opponent down here. Oh, a Haruko puppet. Wait, Zetsu, hold on. This is the first one I see in like 2 night times. Ha, White Zetsu flesh. So, assuming I remember to do the commands right, there's another 10% chance. Not even experience scrolls. We will need more experience scrolls if we do get wood release, or in a different new Kekkei Genkai. Any other white Zetsus? They can spawn in up to groups of 3, is the biggest I've seen. But, usually it's just the 1 at a time. No other white Zetsus, no other white Zetsus. A little bit sad. Anyways, we have clearly proven that no normal enemy or boss is going to be any challenge for us right now. Oh, it's a Kimimaru. I saw Bone Release and got excited. Every time I see Bone Release, I immediately think, ooh, 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 it's a Kabuto. But no, it's only Kabuto if he has backup. Anyways, we're going to have to summon Tailed Beast if we want to try an actual opponent, because nothing right now is going to matter. Come on. I broke the game by punching Obito once, apparently. Ow. Ow. Okay, Obito has chosen violence. Okay, I don't know if I'm hitting the 60% or intangibility right now. It could be either. But eventually I'll be able to land a hit on you again, hopefully before you regen the full health. That would be nice. Okay, that was the dodge. It's so annoying when he goes in the ground. Come on, Obito. I want to see if you drop Gunbai. Is it Gunbai or Gumbai? I don't remember if it's N or M. Stop going in the ground. Oh, it's so annoying. Why can he just do this? I know why he can do it. It doesn't make it less annoying that he can do it. Wow. Go away. You are not the cool opponent we are trying to beat. Any other white Zetsu before I just start destroying stuff? Don't think so. Obito. I really need to just capture them and bring them with me instead of just fighting them where they are, because this keeps happening. Like, fighting in the ocean is kind of the best way to do it. Do I have a jutsu to guarantee beating you without sending you into the ground? Yes I do. Not Lightning Dispatch. That's not gonna work. Light Fang. Oh, I can also just spam click this? It doesn't have a cooldown on it. Although, he just sort of... due to the nature of Obito being Obito, it's still not great to use against him because of both dodge chance and intangibility. But we have one more white Zetsu flash. That's one more shot at wood release before. So, excuse me. Might as well take it unless there's another one hanging around right now. You two must belong to an Obito, a Kabuto I already beat. Obito must be underground. Where exactly is this Obito? I love how it has just become a thing where I am hunting Obito now, because apparently he's everywheres, and I really want to see if he drops the weapon. Hmm. Where exactly is he? Maybe I should dust release here instead. That way we'll just bust through the ground without destroying rewards. Because we can do that. I almost forgot about dust release after the super strength that comes with this. Oh, I only released it at a 0.7. Hi, Obito. I get back here. Where are you going? Ah, it's so annoying that he can just do this. Come on, get him back here. Anyways, we're gonna fight this Obito. I'm gonna spend a little bit longer looking for white Zetsus or whatever. He flew upwards just as I was about to hit him with it. Rude. Gotcha. No, for the last few ones have just dropped their name tag. They haven't even been dropping the eyes anymore. A little bit sad. Anyways, there's probably a chance he will, but I'm just unlucky. I'm gonna spend a little bit longer looking for white Zetsus and whatnot. Hopefully, maybe even another Kabuto that wants to give a new DNA. But, oh, white Zetsu. I think it got one. No, it was a kunai. It was either the kunai or it dropped a bag and I thought it was something else. But nope, just one white Zetsu flesh. It's daytime, so that's going to stop them from spawning again. You are eternally dead and yet still somehow trying to kill me. Cool. Nothing else cool around? Nothing else cool around. Okay, time to head back home, dump more stuff. We're going to take a shot at getting wood release one more time. Do I have to switch over to the EMS to do this? I have a feeling... I have a feeling that just rocking the Rene Sharingan is going to give us enough survivability to not care about the whole maybe dying thing. So, I don't think I need to. Anyways, looks like there's nothing important around. There's an Otsutsuki on our tail. Oh, wow, that was a good pull. Congratulations on that one. I thought I was far enough away to not get caught. Go away. Drop a Byakugan? You did drop a Byakugan. Sure, might as well steal it, because why not? Anyways, let me go home and deal with inventory stuff real quick, and then we're going to try the white Zetsu flesh. Hey, Kakashi. Okay, inventory dealt with. Commands are set. 10% chance on getting wood release? Ah, come on. 10% chance. That's number 7 or 8 or something like that, and still nothing. Dang it. Oh yes, also, something to note, I realized. I cannot catch something while having the 6 pass powers activated, or the Sage of the 6 pass powers activated. It just instantly, one of the truth-seeking orbs will instantly hit the monster ball out of the air. So, or if I want to do it, I have to do that instead. It's a kind of funny thing I noticed while I was getting ready. But still no wood release. Might as well go ahead and fix these commands real quick. It's so rare just to get the thing. It would be nice if we could... Yeah, whatever. So weird to get Zetsu flesh to begin with, because the Zetsus aren't that common. And then it's 10% for each one after a rare spawn, and then 10% from there. It's like 1% per Zetsu, isn't it? And that's if I remember to set the commands. We forgot to do it like 4 times now or something like that. Oh, it's I really want to showcase wood release, but the game just keeps saying no. Anyways, we're kind of out of we're basically out of stuff to do legitimately now, aren't we? Because Stage of the 6 Paths is way too powerful to use basically, period. Like, we haven't seen its full upper limits, either with just a massive Rasen Shuriken, or the truth-seeking Rasen Shuriken. It's gonna one-shot anything. I have a feeling it might one-shot a Tailed Beast, but a Tailed Beast is the only thing left to test it against, because we know for a fact it one-shots Naruto at 1300 health. So, we're kind of out of real opponents. So from here on, Well, I'll probably spend one more between episode trying to get White Zetsu Flesh and Kabuto's legitimately. But I think we're in the point where we're just going to spawn things in to try them out. But we're going to spawn opponents, I think. Because we're out of opponents to fight legitimately. Well, I guess it's time to start spawning in opponents we can't legitimately get. As in the ones that are currently inside of the Ten Tails that is amassing all of our power. Hey, Itachi, we've already fought you like several times. Just to try a thing. Just to make sure it's a one-shot. It's a one-shot. And just like every other Rasen Shuriken, all the rewards get destroyed. Cool. Double checking. Good to know. That's exactly what I expected. So, spawners is such a mess. This area is not... This area is not conducive to a happy ecological system. So we're going to be spawning in tailed beasts. Which one do we want to start with? Oh yes, also to note, Naruto, this is the first one I was starting my training with. It's mostly full health. It's over 1,000 health. Just to double check this, right? Yeah, not even a question. It's a one-shot. Like, it could have, it's still going. Like, Naruto could have had like triple his health and I think still died. But we need to know exactly how much it does. So, I'm curious how this is going to work. Locate energy, Jinchuriki list. The Jinchuriki list, you can see all of them are sealed within the statue, and the Ten Tails is sealed within us. So essentially, they're all sealed within us. I cannot use /summon Two Tails, can I? I'm not entirely sure. /summon Naruto mod. And 8 Tails. I think Yuki was the one that gave us the most trouble. Unable to summon object. You can see there, it does not work. So we need to remove the 8 gates from we need to remove the 8-tailed beast from inside the ghetto statue in order to summon it back into the world. So I guess we'll do this and then we can just Actually, we're gonna have to. We can't put it back in the ghetto statue because we can't summon the ghetto statue. Okay, that's interesting. Revoke 8. This is going to be a thing. Hopefully this doesn't break anything. But just to double check. The 8 Tails is no longer sealed within us, but we do still have the 10 Tails. I don't think we'll be able to tell if we lose the 10 Tails. I want to say that once you get the 10 Tails, once you keep all the abilities it gives you, according to the wiki. So from here, we should now be able to summon the 8 Tails. Hello, Gyuki. You have 10,000 health. You also found something you hate and want to kill it, apparently. So, do we want to try the truth-seeking Rasen Shuriken or the truth-seeking ball first? I have a feeling the truth-seeking ball is, the Rasen Shuriken is going to be a little bit stronger, at least. So this ball will one-shot anything else. It did 1,600 damage. 1,600. That's a lot. Not as much as I thought it was going to be, but a lot. Are you kidding? Are you kidding, Yuki? Like, walking on the ground. As soon as I launched the Rasen Shuriken, we're flying in the air. Even a tailed beast cannot fight us. That's annoying. I cannot hit this thing with a... I cannot hit this thing. Like, Gyuki is... There's a reason Gyuki is the one I consider the strongest tailed beast. I figured I'd go for the one that gave us the most trouble. I cannot hit it. I cannot land a Rasen Shuriken. There we go. Okay. That is not as much as I was expecting. It's blocked my Rasen Shuriken. I was expecting that to be a one-shot, but in fact it's a two. Okay. That's okay. Not as strong as I thought it was going to be, but obviously not as weak either. So, the Tailed Beast can withstand 2 of our Rasen Shurikens. Or, like 1.5 of our Truth-Seeking Rasen Shuriken. But the Truth-Seeking Orb only did about not quite a 10th. Probably about an 1/8 of its health, I think. It did about 1,600. So, yeah, an 1/8 sounds about right. A 1/6, a 1/7, something like in that range. So technically speaking, we can launch 9 of them, so we could very easily just deal with a Tailed Beast. And just to double check my math on that. Let me get some distance, please. Why are you instantly aggroed this time? Oh, my Truth-Seeking Orb attacked you. Where did all my orbs go? What is happening? Things are acting a bit weird right now. I have 1 orb. Where did the rest of my orbs go? They're slowly catching up. Rude, stop knocking me away. There we go, my orbs are all back now, it looks like. Wow. Gyuki, there's a reason I consider you... Wait, why is it only doing 100 now? Yeah, we can beat Gyuki pretty... Oh. Most of those missed, that's why it didn't seem to do much. Okay. So yeah, Tailed Beast, did we lose health during that entire fight? I didn't notice our health bar go down, but I could have just missed it when I got distracted by getting shot in the face like 20 times in a row. But, yeah, even that is not a challenge at this point. There's no opponent, besides maybe the Ten Tails. Like, the only thing that might be a challenge is the Ten Tails. And I mostly say that because it has 100,000 health, not because I think it's going to actually be able to kill us. So, yeah. Yeah, we're to the point where it's probably time just to start spawning things in to test them. Spend a couple episodes just seeing what we haven't seen. I'll hunt for at least... This Naruto's actually in cloak form already. I don't remember testing against you, but maybe. I'll spend a little bit longer trying to see about getting legitimate White Zetsu flesh and legitimate DNA. Just to see, because I would like to say we got those fair and square at least. Because we have been trying for a while. But also, we're probably to the point where we're just going to be giving ourselves the rest of the Keki Genkais. Because, we're just about at the end here. Hi, Otsutsuki. And... goodbye, Otsutsuki. Hopefully there wasn't a White Zetsu there. I didn't see one. But, anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. Okay, so I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you all so much for the extra support, and without further ado, take care, everybody.